Alright, y'all, man, it's your bro Homeball 2 times, feel me? Back in the video, man, feel me? Follow the Instagram at Homeball 2 times. Now look, today's time we're talking about the awakening the power within, spiritual journey. Now look, for up today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. Love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Let's go ahead and get more deeper to the video. Awakening your power within, spiritual journey. Now look, right? The power is within you, bro. You don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to watch other people's videos, bro. You don't have to be on social media at all. You are so powerful that you don't even have to talk ever again for the rest of your life, and you can still gain and tap into a lot of information. All right, the information is within you, especially if you are a goddess or a god. In other words, if you are so-called black, the information is literally within you. You do not have to go read religious books to try to figure out who you are. You naturally already know who you are, right? Even if you think you don't, even if you don't agree with that, you naturally know who you are. You just have to change your subconscious program. You have to unbend and get out of the rat race and get out of the negative energy. You have to get out of the programming, right? That's the honest truth, the answers are within you, right? And I know a lot of times we try to seek power, right? We try to seek power, but we're trying to get that power from other people, right? And, the thing is, for you to get that power, first you already have that power. But what is power if you don't know you have the power? See what I'm saying, bro? I'm gonna say it again. What is power if you don't know that you have the power? Right? You could have $1 million in your house, but if you don't know it's in your house, then what is it? You see what I'm saying? So, the power is within you, right? It's a everyday thing of growing. It's an everyday thing of healing. It's an everyday thing of working on yourself for you. It's an everyday thing of, saying no to certain things. It's an everyday thing of saying yes to certain things, right? So, the power is within you, And when it comes to awakening, right, the power, you've already awakened the power. You're alive, right? You're in control of yourself. You've already awakened the power. As soon as you were created, your power was already created. You've already awakened your power, right? You've awakened your power from the start. It's just, you may have not fully tapped into your power yet, maybe so, but you have tapped into some of your power, if not all of your power, right? And the more you tap in with yourself, the more power you start to tap into, the more power you start to reveal to yourself. If you really pay close attention to my videos, right, you'll notice that all my videos connect. Like, you'll notice that I say a lot of similar things in a lot of my videos. You may catch, like, oh, Ali said this in this video, and in this video, and this other video, he said this and that. It kind of like, he almost said the same thing, or if not the same thing in this video, because all my videos connect. And since all my videos connect, you may hear me repeat things over and over because some things need to be repeated. And, you know, not just that, I talk about a lot of different things, but everything that I talk about, it's different, but it's all still connected, right? But the power is within you. You know, if you ever watch, if you ever watch, if you ever watch Star Wars, right, you'll hear that Yoda, he literally told him, he said the force is within you, right? And force is another word for energy, power, source, life force, etc. The force is within you. What does that mean? Right? The power is in you. I'm not saying that you can't get inspired by, you know, other people and, you know, look up to other people. I'm not saying don't do that. But what I'm saying is what you see in them, that's their power. That's whatever they got going on or whatever the case may be. Right? For you to become better, you have to tap in with your power. Right? See what I'm saying, bro? And here's just something to remember. Not to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's the honest truth. People can only help you with so much. Some things you're going to just have to do with just you and the universe. You know, it's just the honest truth. You know, and you know, like I've said before, don't expect anything in life from anyone and from anything. No matter how confident, no matter how much you have faith, etc. Never expect anything. That goes for myself as well. That's something that I'm still healing and still working on with myself, with self. And another thing is too, right? With power, right? The more you grow, the more your power grows, right? For an example, the more you run, eventually what happens? The faster you get. It's the same thing. It's, well, not the exact same thing, but it's similar to when you're tapping into your power, when you're growing, when you're progressing, right? You know, like for an example, Michael Jordan, right? He can jump very high. Even if he just does a basic one-hand dunk, it still gets people out their seats. People are still energetic because it's the energy. Even if he does a basic dunk, it's the energy, right? Michael Jordan was on a whole different frequency when he was playing basketball. This is why, even if he did a basic one-hand dunk, it still looked so cool. It still got you out your seat. You know, it still had you talking about it, even though he just literally did a basic one-hand dunk. But it's the energy that he brung, it's the frequency that he's on when he was out there on the court. And it's not just him, it's a lot of players, basketball, football, hockey, etc. when they, you know, etc. You know, and that doesn't necessarily have to go for sports either, you know. But you know, and as you're on your spiritual journey, you know, I've talked about this before, you will be tested. I don't say that to scare anybody. I say that to help you be open-minded and to help you be aware and to help you as well be realistic with yourself. You know, things are not going to always go your way. Things don't always go my way. Things are not going to always go as planned, right? You're going to naturally test yourself. People are going to test you. The universe is going to test you, you know, etc. And on your spiritual journey, if you really pay attention, if you put in the work, if you have faith in yourself and the universe and the Most High, and you continue to never give up, you continue to be positive, a good individual, you will continue to keep tapping into your power, you will continue to keep getting powerful, wiser, etc. You know, and nothing is forgotten. You know, I know a lot of times we think that some things are forgotten, but in reality, it's not forgotten. You know, even if people don't tell you about it, or they never come forward with it, or it doesn't really seem like they know about it, nothing goes forgotten with the universe. Even if people forget things, the universe doesn't forget anything. You know, and that's very real. And another thing is too, right, is that with with power, right? Like I said, don't try to seek power from outside yourself, right? Because you're gonna come off as weak, even though you're not weak, but it's gonna come off as weak, right? I don't consider anybody weak. I would never consider anybody weak, because there's no such thing as being weak, in my opinion. Everybody is strong, you know, and everybody's journey is different, but nobody is weak. We're all alive. We're all living. We're like, nobody is weak. You know, I'm not gonna put that on anybody. You know, I'm not gonna put that energy on anybody. You know, like nobody is weak. You know, and another thing is too, right? And also, I want to talk about this. This is pretty off topic, but it's not at the same time. Somebody had commented on one of my videos. I was talking about it's okay to cry, and they was like asking me like, was I good or something like that or something. And I replied to the comment, but I'm also just gonna say in this video, I am good, y'all. You know, I'm well. You know, I'm grateful. I'm good. You know, I'm just doing a lot of different things right now in my life, but I'm good. I am well. Healthy, could be a lot more healthy, but I am good and I'm well, and I know you guys are good and well as well, you know. But I do appreciate the checkup. I genuinely really do appreciate it, you know, because a lot of times we get checkups, real actual checkups, from people that we may have not even really met like that, and compared to people that you would think that would check up, you know what I mean? But that's why it's imperative, and this goes for myself as well, it's imperative not to expect things. But yes, I am good, y'all. I am well. You know, I've just been doing a lot of different things. I've been doing a lot of healing and stuff like that, etc. But I am good. I am well. It's just recently I've been in a very calm energy, and a very focused, determined energy, etc., which I've always been in, off and on. But I'm good though, y'all, and I really do appreciate that. But yeah, though, y'all, the power is within you. You know, a good movie to watch if you would like to watch it. I might watch it myself. It's Star Wars. You know, you don't gotta watch all of them, but it's a lot of spiritual energy in there, and you know, the force is within you, literally. You know. Before I end out this video, you know, you can do anything, right? You don't gotta tell. I don't recommend telling your plans to everybody. I don't recommend telling your goals to everybody, because people might try to push you down. You know, people you expected that would be happy for you, they might get jealous and try to tell you it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be quite frankly honest with you. The only way that what you want doesn't happen is if you decide that you don't want it, that you don't truly want it, and that's the honest truth. But look, man, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times, and I'll catch y'all females on the next one, man. Peace.